This may sound ridiculous, but this is an approach I've tried where I would sit down for about 2.5 hours and I would practice all my favorite 33 or 36 things in one session. The Lara, I've talked about this a lot. I use Lara Box. By the way, now I don't really believe in using a Lara so much. Something on my mic. Anyways, I just find it distracting. I want to go deeper into the sound. But anyways, I would start at 61 beats per minute and slowly increase. The Lara would increase every 4 minutes. And I'd end around 109 beats per minute. And that's when I'd practice luggies and things like that. And I actually had this all written down. I don't know if it'll show on camera. But yeah, look, I would actually write this all down and things like that. And if something was too fast, I'd move it here and, move this and that over there. And you can see, I don't know if you could see a 61. And, it was just really complicated and not the best way to practice. And then I had a second page. And then here at the bottom, I started formulating, another way to practice, So that was my attempt number 1 at practicing. And you guys can imagine practicing that way. I'm focused on the Lara, I'm focused on when the 4 minutes is up. I'm focused on all sorts of things. Am I playing it right? And I used to try to do this at 6 a.m. and I was tired and I didn't have tea. And anyway, it was just a mess. I did make some progress, but it was just a mess overall. So that was my first approach. And then I kind of refined that. I took that approach and then I came up with my second plan. I know you guys can't read this on paper, but I just like to show that I do write things down. And this is a hole where my dog walked on it. I remember I was practicing. That's how much it means to her. She just walks on it. All right. Anyways, and on here, I would have like different days. Like these are the 5 days of practicing. And I would kind of edit them. And I'd make sure, I was so scared before. This is one thing that almost kind of ridiculous. I would actually be scared to go a day without practicing a certain bull because, oh no, I'll like lose my skill at it or something like that. Or people on YouTube will think like, oh, this guy is just from the West and he doesn't practice. Like all these stupid things that I don't really think anymore would go through my head.